Hello and welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me here. My name is Charity and this message is for Scorpio. This is going to be a you and them love reading of your cards on one side, your person's cards on the other. This is someone you are connected to energetically, romantically, someone that you are thinking about, and someone who is thinking about you. I'm recording this reading on July 2nd, but I ask that these readings reach you, resonate with you whenever you are meant to hear them and have something for you. I ask that they be timeless. So, bottom of the deck here, Two of Cups. Just saw the Two of Cups as the main card in the Libra reading, and then I have a few left that I'm getting ready to do. Scorpio, Leo. There's another one I haven't done yet. Anyway, I have a few that I was sitting down. I almost thought of it, but it's gone. I was sitting down that I could do, and right after I finished the Libra, Spirit said Scorpio. Do Scorpio. So if you're connected to Libra, you might want to watch that. But oh wow, and yeah, you've got the Queen of Swords here on the bottom of your deck, which is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Interesting. Obviously not for everyone, but for somebody, if there's some sort of Scorpio Libra connection, this could be your reading. So I do, as I said, ask these readings to resonate with whoever is meant to guide them. Signs don't matter as much as we think that they do, because we all hold different things in different placements of our chart. Your houses, your sun, your moon, your rising, Venus, Mars, everything. There's something in you that's going to be ruled, and in your person it's going to be ruled by some sign. But we're looking at the energy of Scorpio to see what is going on for you in love whenever you're meant to hear this reading. What is the heart of the matter for Scorpio? What is the heart of the matter? And we got your daily life as well. What is going on in the heart space here? What intentions might you have towards this connection? And the potential outcome in the near future for whenever you are meant to hear this reading. Okay. Now, what is going on with Scorpio's person? What is the heart of the matter for your person? What is the heart of the matter for your person? What are some things happening in the daily life? What's going on in their heart space? What's happening in the heart space? What intentions might they have? And what is a potential outcome for the near future whenever you are meant to hear this reading? Interesting. Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is someone showing up after a challenge, after a battle. This is like a homecoming. This is someone who has definitely been through it, and they've come to you. They've chosen you. Even if you've just met, this person's soul has chosen you. That's the message I'm getting here. Very interesting, Scorpio. What is going on? I hope I didn't call you Libra earlier, because I was just so, I don't know, for some reason that energy came in really strong. So anyway, this is Scorpio's reading. So heart of the matter, Page of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is a new beginning. This is a very solid new beginning. It's a fresh start. It's a little tentative, but someone definitely wants to see you. This is not the Page of Swords, someone who is just looking all at your, social media, at your pictures, but not really wanting to speak up. This is someone who wants to come in. This is somebody who wants to see something happen here. And the heart of the matter being for you, being the Page of Coins, I feel like you're interested in this. I feel like you're curious about where this can go and what can happen. But there's something about this person holding this pentacle where they have this look that's a little bit, almost a little bit doubting. It's like, yeah, I have this pentacle, but is this really real? Is this really happening? Is this really going to come through, going to come true? It's positive. It's a new beginning, but this person does feel like a little bit unsure. This person, on the other hand, is pretty determined. We have a King of Swords showing up over here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This person thinks about you a lot. They're very sure about you, whether they have told you or not. They feel like they're the one for you. They met you for a reason, and the two of you are meant to be together. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing. That's coming out really very strong, very determined kind of energy. But you all know with the King of Swords, it can be a little stubborn sometimes. But this just reminds me of somebody who makes a decision and they just go for it. I mean, it reminds me, honestly, of my very, very long time partner who just decided I was the one. And it was like, never is going to give up. He's going to speak up. He's going to tell me how he feels. He's going to be honest. He's going to get right to the point. And it was like, once he set his sights on being with me, it was just that it's like, that's what he was going to do. Like, he was going to find a way to be with me. And I found that obviously incredibly attractive. I feel like so often people can be so unsure and all over the place. And how do they feel and what do they want? And there's something very attractive about someone who is just very confident that they want to be with you. It's hot. Like, I like it. I like somebody who speaks up. I like somebody who tells it like it is. 9 of Wands in your daily life here can be a little bit of guarded energy. This is in our traditional tarot wounded warrior, somebody who has been through a lot. And you know what? We've got some mirroring over here. We got a 9 of Wands on the side of your person as well. I don't know if the challenge that the two of you have been through is between the two of you or in other circumstances, but you've both got these battle scars. I mean, that's what I'm getting, battle scars. That's like, you have been through it. They've been through it. You've been through some things that make you just almost think, almost like, what is this all even worth? Like, that's what I'm getting from someone. Like, we go, we try at these relationships and we put in our best, and then this doesn't work or that doesn't work. Why do I just keep going? And yet the 9 of Wands keeps going. The 9 of Wands, even though they've been through it, even though they're a little guarded, even though they're not sure, they go for it. Sorry, I'm getting some water. This incense I have going over here, just when it was about to go out, kind of kicked into high gear and sort of smoked up the whole place. Interesting. I got a message like that in the Aries reading last night. It's like right when Aries was about to let go, all of a sudden it all starts to come together. Could be a similar situation, because the 9 of Wands really is when you're like at the end of a cycle, at the end of your rope, and you don't know if you can go on, take it anymore, whatever the case, and then you just decide to go for it and you take that stand. And it's amazing that when we decide to do something, that's when the energy comes, that's when the support from the universe comes, that's when it all kind of comes together. And I almost feel like that, because you see the difference in your 9 of Wands and your person's 9 of Wands, and every card is really different. This 9 of Wands, it's almost like they're taking all these challenges, like the way you're taking all these challenges, you've grown from them, you've learned from them, you've turned it into a certain kind of magic. It's like what you've been through has now become your strength. And this person, they're also still holding this wand. They're still holding this interest, this passion, wanting to go for it. But there is a part of them that it's like so so discouraged. It's like they don't even know how to go on. And yet the way I see this, it's like they've fallen, they failed at relationships. There have been difficulties. We've all had difficulties where we wish we wouldn't. And they felt like they were going to fall. And it's almost like right as they landed, they put their hand down on the ground and they realized that same arm has the strength to push them back up. And I don't feel like this is someone that is defeated. I feel like this is someone who is getting their strength, that is finding their strength. They've taken this breath. They've nearly fallen. They put their arm down and they're ready to just push themselves back up, stand up, and pursue this connection. Wow. I've never gotten anything so like that from this card, but I do see this person, like I said, and the way that smoke from that incense, I feel like everything that happens for a reason, like in a reading, like there's always something. The way that smoke, like right when it was about to go out, I've had this incense burning through the past couple readings, right when it was about to go out, and I'm not sure which one it was. Let's see. Yeah. Look how low that was. And then all of a sudden, it just started smoking up like the whole place. Like I couldn't breathe. And I'm like, I feel like that's the energy of right when you think like, is this over? What's happening? Because I'll show you, this person's been a little quiet, and right when you think that, all of a sudden, everything just sort of picks up. Everything kind of kicks into high gear. It all sort of takes you by surprise. But it's interesting, Scorpio, in your heart space, we have the Three of Cups. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy in this Nine of Wands, if that is helpful to you. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces here. Very interesting in your heart space. I feel like you're not overthinking all of this. I mean, maybe. I know we're all tempted to overthink. And I shouldn't say that a Scorpio isn't overthinking, because you guys are just so deep. Hella deep is the word I'm getting. You think through things so intently. And I love it. It's one of my favorite things about Scorpio. You're so just intense and it's just sexy as hell. Everyone knows that. But in your heart space, I feel like you just want to lighten up and have some fun. I feel like you've learned from your challenges to turn them into your strength. And you might just be getting together with friends, being like open to getting together with this person as a friend, lifting some cups, having fun. I feel like you've definitely been through it, but there's something in your heart space that it's like you're just ready for a good time. And you need that. You're ready to just enjoy. This can be a card about reunion, celebration. I also feel like you could be getting some news that could really take you by surprise and make you really happy. And could have to do with this, because in your person's daily life, we have a Four of Wands. This is one of my 1111 cards if you're dealing with a divine connection or that resonates with you. But your person, you know how I said, even though they've been through some things, and I feel like they might be being a little quiet, and I'll tell you why, and you both might be. We have a couple mirroring cards here. I feel like this person is so sure that you are the one. That Four of Wands card is getting together, being together, taking things to the next level. It's engagements, it's moving in together, it's traveling to see someone. It's, talking after you've only been like texting. It's meeting up after, after you only talked online. It's that. It's like really making things happen. It's really moving things forward. Fours are all about concrete. Wands are all about action. It's really taking this to the next level. And all the cards have to do with relationships. And this one has, as far as the Four of Wands, you often see like the two people coming together. And this one, it looks a little like a wedding ceremony. Obviously not going to be for everyone, but it is like this feeling that this person is just so sure about you. In their heart space, they've got the High Priestess, which is interesting because you know how I said you both have the Nine of Wands, you're mirroring there. And your potential outcome, you also have the High Priestess. This is some powerful, very intuitive energy. I get a lot of Virgo from this card, Pisces as well, Cancer, just me as a reader. I know it's different for everyone. But this is a quiet energy. These are two people that are psychically communicating quite a lot, having a lot of intuition about one another, definitely knowing the other person is thinking about them. Like, I feel like you will think of something and all of a sudden it's like something will bring this person to your mind or your thoughts or whatever, and just all of a sudden you'll think about them, but it's them thinking about you because you're both in this high priestess energy. It's like you're going back and forth. You're picking up on each other so much. You're thinking about each other so much. It's almost as if like your souls, your higher selves are just walking around together, even though the two of you might be in different places, living in different places. Like you feel each other almost as if you're like right next to one another. That's how it feels. But with them having them in their heart space, and for you two both having the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess card with a quiet energy, a little bit of guarded energy, you might not be talking to one another right now. And if you are, it could be very, very small messages, very short messages. But this person, like I just feel like they are so sure about you. Which is interesting because in their intentions, they have a Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups, I feel it gets so misread, these tarot readings. I've seen so many people and I love it. I mean, my guilty pleasure, tarot readings, romance novels, I love it. I love watching tarot readings, you know. But I'm like, oh, they're a player. They've got all this and that going on. That's not what the Seven of Cups is all about at all. It's about the fact that we manifest what we're focusing on. And the Seven of Cups has to do with not focusing on any one thing long enough to really manifest it, or focusing on things you don't really want, your worries, your stress, and so accidentally manifesting stuff you don't really want to deal with, or just really not knowing what to do. So if this came up in the heart of the matter or in the heart space, I would say this person is confused, but this is the intention space, which means that's what they're going to do. This person is very sure about their feelings for you. With the Four of Wands and the King of Swords, they're very sure. What they're not sure about is what to do next. That's what they're thinking. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should call them. Maybe I should text them. Maybe I should make a plan to go see them. Maybe I should just like post this little like message or song, and maybe they'll realize that I'm thinking about them. Like, and I don't feel like they're meaning to be like that, but it's like a part of them just doesn't really know how to communicate how they're feeling, and they're a little guarded, and so it's like they do these like random kind of indirect little things, and I don't feel like they're meaning to be like that, but I feel like that's just the way that it's kind of coming through with that Seven of Cups. Something is shifting, something is changing here, because we've got the World, their potential outcome, the Nine of Wands, and the King and the Knight of Coins. So what's happening now is that this person is definitely figuring out their next move. With the World card, could be some kind of difference between the two of you, distance, cultural difference, age difference, anything like that. You could even be in separate places in the world. It's different for everyone. Some of you, sometimes there's just some sort of distance, be it emotional, communication-wise, or whatever. But I just got that song, and I'm showing my age here now because it's way back from the 80s. I'm Gen X, you know, in my 40s. What is it? I'll stop the world to melt with you. It's like a big 80s song. And I mean, I was a kid in the 80s, but anyway, I just got that. It's like, I would do anything now to be with you, to see you. You are my world. And yet, we have this Knight of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We all know the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins is a thinker, a planner, a slow mover, but it's the one knight that goes all the way, the one knight that really shows up. This person, I feel like, is very sure you're the person. I feel like this is somebody who will be there, like really be there for you. And it really reminds me of like my person that I've just spent years and years with. I will go through things like I'm a psychic, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I do all these projects and everything, and there's times where I will just like not want to talk to anybody for 2 days because I'm just going crazy on some project. I'm working on a book. I'm working on something, and he's somebody that's just like, oh, okay, tell me when you're done. Like, I'm here, like, and I just get this sense. It's like you go through your ups and downs, Scorpio. You have your things. We all have things. We all have things we have to go through. All have things we have to learn. Whether this person has let you know or not, I feel like they've been waiting for you. And I feel like you feel this about them. And I feel like they've been steadily moving towards you for a long time. And even if you've just recently met, even if you've never met, when you're moving towards someone energetically, you can be moving towards them for a lifetime, because there's things that happen in our life that ultimately are meant to bring us together. And sometimes even if you don't know that you're traveling towards someone, you could be traveling towards them and not even knowing. And I feel that way with this world card and the Knight of Coins. It's like this person has been steadily coming towards you for a long time. You've got the Star, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Cups, which is interesting to me. Aquarius energy, and then Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces with the Knight of Cups. I like how these knights are kind of showing up here. You've got the Star. And you know how I said, I feel like you aren't really worrying too much necessarily, like exactly what's going to happen, or what am I trying to say here? I feel like you do care about this person. You do have feelings for this person. But you're going to do you. You're going to be you. And if this is meant to happen, if this is meant to work out, I feel like you're here for it, but I don't feel like you're chasing it. I don't feel like you're building your whole life necessarily. Like, is this going to happen? Is this, I mean, maybe some, but definitely not who I'm connecting with, because they're in this heart space. Like, just, I want to be happy. I want to do me. I want to live my life. If this happens, I'm going to, it's like, you care about them, you feel them. And, I forgot to mention your intentions, 8 of Pentacles, willing to work on this, willing to see what can happen, willing to see this through. I don't feel like you're necessarily chasing this, but I feel like you're here for it. And I feel like you've definitely been doing some things to work on you, Scorpio, because when you get the Star card, this is someone they've been through maybe the Star comes right after a Tower. You've been through some challenges. You've been through some difficulties. You've been through things that may have been so overwhelming you didn't know how you were going to go on, especially with that 9 of Wands. But you found yourself. You found yourself in this process, and you've discovered who you are, and you're recognizing what makes you just uniquely you, what's special about you, what's amazing about you. You could be getting in touch with your intuition. You could be getting in touch with your spirituality, your creativity, whatever the case is. But with the Star energy and this High Priestess energy, I feel like you're really finding yourself through this whole process, whatever it has been. And what is it doing? It's bringing this Knight of Cups. All this that you've been doing just to be you. Sorry, my mouth just got really dry all of a sudden. When I got to this Knight of Cups, I feel like there's nerves here. You're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden this Knight of Cups comes in. And it's somebody who was in this Knight of Coins energy, so it could have taken a minute for this person to show up. Whether you've met them or not, I feel like it could have taken some time. Whether you know them, whether you're in a connection or not, I feel like it could have taken a little time to get here. I just I keep thinking of like 80s, 90s movie songs. I don't know why, but I just saw like the very end of Never Been Kissed when the guy shows up and he says, it took me forever to get there. And it just meant like so much more. Like it wasn't, he was late. He was late to get there, but it was like, it had just taken him longer to realize, like, you are it. But it's like, and I just got When Harry Met Sally. It's so funny. I don't know why these are all coming to me, but it's like the minute the rest of your life is happening, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. It's like this person gets it. They realize it. And that's the moment, like, they have to tell you. And this Knight of Cups comes in, the romantic offer, romantic gesture, and opens their heart and tells you how they feel. And so you get to decide what to do with that, Scorpio, because I feel like somebody is definitely feeling, with the Knight of Cups, somebody's definitely feeling very, very romantically towards you, and definitely wants to show you that. So that is what I have for you. These are general readings. I get a lot of different energies, a lot of different, you know, thoughts, stories, different people's energies coming through here. I do my best to kind of keep it coherent, cohesive, and share a message with you, but not all of this is going to be for every single person. But if it feels right to you, it's yours. If it resonates, if you're like, yeah, that's it, that's how I feel, that's what I want, it's yours. If you're like, oh, hell no, no way, then it's not yours. So take what's yours, leave what's not, and trust your intuition, because with the High Priestess here, your intuition is on point. So if you enjoyed the reading, I'd love you put a like on it. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would. And if something spoke to you and you'd like to look into this a little more in detail, want to order a personal reading, I have lots of options on my website, charityjanice.com. Details in the description box below. I thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon.